It appears that we are live. Hello, my little hackmons. Welcome to the drawing stream. Um, so, the to explain the title of today's drawing stream. Last drawing stream when I was drawing Venari, my Final Fantasy VII OC, Wisteria Hysteria said that she looked like a colorful version of a biblically accurate angel, and I thought that was really funny. So I decided, like, why not try my hand at like drawing some weird creature like that? So yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna do on today's drawing stream. Um, but yeah, let's wait for some people to show up and we can chat and have some fun. Where to start on this? Ooh, I think it would be cool to have like a woman with like super long hair covering her face. See, I like to draw female creatures a lot because I think that in the horror genre there aren't enough female villains, and that makes me really sad because I hate that like we can show women in action movies being like super cool and like tough, but apparently like women can't be evil and scary, and I hate that because they totally can. So whenever I see female villains in anything, I get super obsessed with them because that's what I love to see. That's why I'm excited for the Blumhouse scare maze for Halloween Horror Nights, despite the fact that I've never even seen any of the movies. But it looks like the killer from the second movie is a girl, from the fact that it looks like she's wearing a ponytail in the trailer, so that's pretty awesome. Um, the first one looks really cool too, though. I like his style. The mask is awesome. But yeah, that's why I typically I do draw male creatures too, or genderless creatures, but I typically tend to draw female creatures because that's what I want to see more of in this genre. Um, if you buy like if you go and buy like Halloween party supplies or decorations that show off like the most popular scary movie characters, all of them that you the all the ones you typically see are male. And as somebody who wants to direct horror movies, I think it's time to change that. Let's see, what if we make the bottom of the dress sort of like a wing type pattern? So yeah, it's my little rant about gender equality in the horror genre. Um, I don't know what. Hmm, I don't know what skin. Hmm. I want to start on the hair though. What if we make the hair silver? I know this is immediately gonna draw Sephiroth jokes, and I'm here for that. The silver Sharpie is really pretty. I also have a bronze one. Um, if you see it in the light, it kind of shimmers. So we'll just have like the hair covering where the eyes should be, because I think that's cool. Maybe we can do something cool like that. Or it's almost in like a double helix shape, just kind of twirling downward. Maybe add a little more, a couple more strands to it. A little extra swirly. No one said anything in the chat yet, so if you're here, don't be shy. I'm friendly. I don't bite. Even if you are an Avalanche supporter. I mean, like, I actually don't care, you know, who your favorite characters are in Final Fantasy. You all know it's just an act. You, you know, it's just me being me. You know, threatening to drop Sector 7 plates. We're gonna drop those beats, like they're the Sector 7 plates. I'm actually surprised by the amount of people who actually really enjoy music stream. At first I thought, like, because I had a few music streams where literally nobody came for them. And so at first I thought, like, oh, it's just gonna be one of those things that, like, I really enjoy doing, but it's not something really anyone else cares about. But quite a lot of people have come to music stream, which makes me really happy. Even if I go on random tangents about Drum Corps International, and I'm probably going to be doing that for a while because it is the DCI season. I can't stop myself. Like, I think I went into like several separate tangents last music stream about like impartial judges and can't remember. Did I go in? I seem to remember going into a tangent about like some show that I really like. Um, Maybe it was like Till or Downside Up, Kinetic Noise. Maybe one of the Bluecoats shows. Make the wing shape nice and weird and wonky because that's the way I like things. I don't do things normally. That's why I draw horror art. Jeez, the silence is weirding me out. So someone's got to talk about something. I don't know the weather. Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I'm hyped for it. I have no clue what. I mean, we assume it's going to be part 2 of Remake, right? But the trailer showed some weird stuff, like a short-haired Sephiroth. It's gonna be weird seeing him that way. See, we got one person in here. Nice. Hello, one person. Don't be shy. Honestly, like, the reason why I do streams like this is so I can chat with people and feel like I have a fan base, and it makes me so happy when people come in and talk to me. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things about just this channel as a whole is I feel like people rarely comment or want to talk to me, but when they do, it just feels so good. Um, and it just gives me like a rush of serotonin anytime I see a notification that somebody commented on my video, even when it's just on like a stupid joke I made. I don't know why this one sticks out in my mind, but one of my favorite comments that I've ever received was on the first Final Fantasy mods video. You all know, I don't think I need to explain what everyone was talking about with that video, but the first comment I got on that video was from Lightpaw, the kind soul who is always talking about Final Fantasy VII lore, and they put C's thumbnail, "No girl, you're too young," and then like a sad emoji, and I just thought that was the funniest thing ever, and like I pinned the comment because I don't know, that wasn't the first thing. I was expecting like the first comment to be something like, wow, these mods are weird, but no. The first comment is calling me out, saying I'm too young to be looking at shirtless Reno in that way. I'm actually really happy that video got the attention it did. Like, when I published it, I just thought, oh, it's gonna be another one of those videos that, like, I find really funny, but nobody else does. But no, apparently 400 other people find it really funny, and I'm glad. Unfortunately, the sequel, Electric Rufus Boogaloo, didn't get as much attention, which is sad because it has shirtless Rufus, the sequel no one asked for. Tonight marks a new beginning for Shinra. Amen! There's so many things I've said and done on this channel I think is so funny that no one else does. I don't know, like, I people talk about it in the comments, but I don't know, like, I've never heard anyone saying, like, if they like or dislike the Aerith gag. I'd love to hear people's opinions on, like, their favorite running gags, you know, like Cloud's Tears and all that, shirtless Reno, Aerith, but yeah, I've heard people comment about the Aerith thing, but never, like, if they like the gag, or if they think it's annoying, something like that. One that a few people seem to really like, though, this is an old school one. If you remember this, you deserve veterans discount. Is Not My Genesis, which is relevant again. Thanks to the Crisis Core remake, which I'm also excited for because then I will get to react to some of my favorite Final Fantasy cutscenes now in HD, baby. Glorious HD. Let's get those upscaled graphics. Hopefully, you know, maybe they'll add some cutscenes. You know, maybe we get, you know, there was that one cutscene with Zack on the beach. You know, maybe we'll get a Sephiroth beach cutscene. You never know. You know, Square Enix could really be doing me a favor this time around. And of course, with Crisis Core getting the remake, that's obviously going to beg the question about Dirge of Cerberus. A lot of people seem to hate Dirge of Cerberus a lot, and, well, I can't really say anything because I've never actually played the game, just reacted to cutscenes. I thought the cutscenes were really fun to react to so far. Because, like, they were serious, but they were also kind of funny for some reason. I enjoyed it. Especially, you know, Nero and Vice. Vice seems so much more special to me now that I met his voice actor, and he was a really nice dude. I don't know, I feel like I have, like, a more special connection with that character now because I've met the actual guy. I don't know, I don't know, I can't really explain it. What was I gonna say? Someone's here. Hello, one person watching the stream. How are you today? Drawing eyes on the bottom of the skirt. Yes, I know they don't match, but that's what makes them cool looking. was thinking put some smaller eyes on the round thingies. Yeah, it seems to be a slow stream day today. Hopefully more people will join in eventually. I don't know what it is. Like sometimes I have like really slow stream days where only one or two people come in like a whole hour. Um but sometimes I have really good stream days where there's like 4 to 5 people and it feels so good. Like you guys don't understand how good it feels to be talking with you guys for me. Like it feels like I have friends over. It's just so fun. Got the copper Sharpie, really pretty looking too. I mean, you know, no matter what, you're all my little hackmons. You're my Dissidia gang, my Shinra squad, my Final Fantasy friends, and just my friends, you know? If you take the time out of your day to just interact with me and, you know, enjoy my content and talk to me about it, you're my friend, you know. I value you. You're a welcome addition to the channel. I do some stuff, you know, based on what fans want to see, and you know, I react to certain Final Fantasy cutscenes that people have requested, or that I put out requests. You know, I put out videos like, "Hey, what Final Fantasy cutscene should I react to next?" And you know, I'm probably gonna like do some stuff with other game franchises too, but Final Fantasy is still always gonna be the main thing here. Even though, you know, this channel's for a lot of things, not just video games, you know. It's got music, art, movies, all that sort of stuff. You know, I love to talk. There's so many things I'm interested in, and I love to talk about them um, with other people. But it's oftentimes that I'm interested in stuff that nobody else cares about, so I just have to make stuff like this so I can talk to a camera, and then maybe somebody will come along, actually be interested in what I have to say. Whoa, is it just me, or did the tip get really big? Um, what was I saying? Yeah. Um, you know, once in a while there will be someone who's actually interested in what I have to say. Hopefully, hopefully one day, people will come along that enjoy my drum corps international tangents. Oh, here we go. Put it back in. Um, because the season's currently going on, and I need to vent some stuff because Mandarins and Academy are not doing well, and I'm upset because their shows were so freaking good this year. Like, how has the Mandarins like not gotten first in like any visual stuff yet? Cause that weird wall climbing structure, whatever the frick it is amazing. Saw that live and it absolutely blew my mind. There we go. What color should the eyes be? Ooh, let's make them green. Let's get a dark green and neon green to contrast. You know what would be cool actually is if there were enough like fans of my channel that were into DCI, seeing if we can like coordinate something and like all go to a specific show. And like obviously we plan it in advance so that like we all buy seats next to each other, and then we can like, I don't know, or like record a commentary or something like that. I've actually been thinking that one of these days I want to start making my own judge tapes, because I've always wanted to be a DCI judge, but without the qualifications. Like I don't I don't care about, you know, having to sit and all that training shenanigans. You know, I just want to be like, hey, this one's got some groove in music. This one wins. Um, yeah, so expect some Orwellian virus, unofficial, unqualified judge tapes. And I'll even do something for like, I'll even do them for high school marching bands if you want. You know, if you send me some links to any and all marching band shows, um, you know, whether it's your high school, someone else's, one that you think is really cool, one that you think is really bad, you know, send me a link in the comments of a video and I'll make a judge tape for it. Okay, this angel chick is looking pretty cool so far. Oh yeah, right. Let's do the bottom eyes. No one's here, no one's here. Feel lonely. One thing that I also plan to do is I love creating my own original characters and I love to dress up as them. So one of these days I want to start doing character streams where I basically do like a hangout stream, but it's in character as a character I've created. So like expect one for Venari. Oh wow, there's 2 people in the stream. Hello. I'm sorry. I get so excited when there's actually people here. Currently drawing this weird angel creature. Because someone made a joke about that on my last drawing stream, and I thought it'd be cool to do something like that. What color should like the actual dress be though? Just looking through some of my colors to see what would look good. I think I kind of want to go with like a really light pink. Ooh, this one looks kind of interesting. Let's see. We'll make this the dress color. It's just kind of your standard pink, but could be really interesting if I blended it with something else. Crayon life hack. Hi, I see your subs growing. Be patient and take one each day, one step at a time. Oh, hello, Lightpaw. Thank you so much. Yes, I've noticed a big growth in subs too. I actually talked about you earlier on the stream, saying that your comment on my Final Fantasy mods video, the thing where you put like, no girl, you're too young, still one of my all-time favorite comments I've ever gotten on this channel. Like, Lightpaw, you have been instrumental in this channel and its growth. Like, I literally can't thank you enough. You are a true Final Fantasy friend. I mean, everyone here is a true Final Fantasy friend. You know, just the fact that, you know, people take the time out of their day to interact with me, it makes me so happy. I get all giggly, like, you know, when I see when I see a cute Shinra boy, or, you know, in that Anime Expo video when I was posing next to all those characters, it just fills me with so much happiness. I love working on this channel. You know, it's such a passion project for me. And all the, you know, all the silly, wacky little stuff like this and the Final Fantasy reactions, it's not all that's coming. I am, but by nature, I create horror content, and you're gonna see a bit of that, especially with the new huge project I'm working on. Huge as in bigger than Reno. The Chromatic Sinners. Oh, actually, let's use this. This looks cool. The Chromatic Sinners is essentially what happens when you take all of, you know, all of the inside jokes on my channel. You know, I'm just the girl that, you know, loves Final Fantasy and loves all the cute boys. Oh, Chromatic Sinners is what happens when you take that and it's no longer funny, and it suddenly becomes terrifying. And I really like, I have a lot of stuff planned for it already, which I'm super excited to show you guys. This is the a cool angel looking drawing. Just did. I kind of like it. It's not my favorite thing I've done for drawing stream. But you know what? Actually, you know, now that I'm talking about Chromatic Sinners, like, that just makes me... That makes me want to draw Chromatic Sinners, obviously. So, I've explained the concept several times over. But for those who don't know, Chromatic Sinners is a group of characters. They are all female. They're all very different. And they all... Aw, thank you. What's your faith? Well, if you look at Bible Accurate, angels are actually awesome. They make cool inspiration for drawing. I am an atheist, but I love, like, any kind of world mythology. So someone in my last drawing stream said one of my Final Fantasy OCs looked like a biblically accurate angel, so I decided to do something in that style, because I thought it sounded cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Like, you've been such a huge part of the channel. I'm so happy to see you on the stream. So, Chromatic Sinners, these are a group of girls, and they all dress very uniquely. They all sort of like in different eras of fashion, and they are all the girlfriends of the Final Fantasy boys. But the thing about the Chromatic Sinners is there's something else about them too. Each Chromatic Sinner is representative. They are essentially the personification, the embodiment of some sort of trait that is usually seen as negative. So I'll give you an example. The one I'm starting here, this is Moreau, and she is Rufus Shinra's girlfriend, and she embodies greed. And so they are known as the shade of whatever quality, you know, that is. So, you know, the word chromatic means rainbow, or in music, the chromatic scale essentially meaning every note. So it's natural that they are the shade of something, just like a shade of a color. And each one embodies what's typically seen as an evil trait, but in the way the Chromatic Sinners are depicted, it's not always, you know, a bad thing. trying to think of a good example. Stripe Radley. Stripe Radley is Reno's girlfriend, and she embodies irrationality. And so obviously that means she makes snap decisions really quickly. She doesn't really think before she acts, but because, you know, she does things so quickly, like she's managed to save lives that way, that sort of thing. But the sort of silver lining is that she's also ruined a lot of people's lives in that way too. So the chromatic sinners, they're neither good nor bad. You know, they're not heroes, not villains, not anti-heroes. They're just there. You know, these are all characters I've created, and frankly, my favorite characters I've created in anything. You know, I love this group. I love this group to death. You know, it's sort of one of those things like, you know, they've been there for me when nobody was. You know, I love to dress up as them, voice the characters, pretend to be them, all that sort of, all that sort of stuff. You know, oh, that does not look like Moreau. So yeah, Chromatic Sinners is, it's everything to me. The franchise is officially going to start with some quick little, I guess I would call them audiobooks, like audio fan fictions. And each one, the first series is going to focus on how each girl discovered that she was a shade, and how they got their powers, because each shade corresponds to some sort of power that each girl has. So, like, Moreau, for instance, she has cat ears and a tail, and she has, like, feline instincts, and she got that power because she is the shade of greed. So she wasn't, you know, she wasn't a cat girl by birth. She got this power, and essentially how each girl gets their powers is they must perform some form of action that truly embodies what this trait is about. So what Moreau did is she essentially pushed her friend in front of an armored Shinra truck to get something shiny that was on the other side of the road. And once she did that, she realized that she started feeling these strange instincts, and when she looked at herself in a puddle, she realized that she had the cat ears and tail, and that she had become the shade of greed. So yeah, they all have pretty cool, fun stories about them. Can't wait to put them in an audio form. And of course, like I've said before, horror movie creator here, and they are definitely going to be involved in a lot of the movies I make. Like, Chromatic Sinners is like our sort of horror-based answer to the Avengers. You know, they're here, they're icons of, you know, of this channel, and hopefully, you know, maybe one day just like icons of indie cinema and independent horror, and, you know, going to show that, you know, female horror villains are cool and they are scary, because they look all cartoony when I draw them, but the characters' personalities is definitely changed once you see them in a movie context. yeah, that was my very long-winded talk about chromatic sinners and why I love it so much. um, Apologies if any of you any of you got bored or thought that was weird. But yeah, you're gonna see you are going to see these characters a lot. It's the funny thing is actually is that Moreau did exist before I got into Final Fantasy. I have an old drawing of her if anybody's interested. Uh, oh, to see it. Um, this is the OG Moreau. Um, I created this character, like I said, long before I got into Final Fantasy. She was supposed to be almost like a super evil, scary version of the Pokemon Meowstic, um, but like a weird, badly drawn kind of way. And as you can tell, the original Moreau, she was more of an anthro furry type character, but the new Moreau from Chromatic Sinners is like a cat girl. So yeah, little fun character evolution here. Oh wow, I actually found some more old drawings of my Pokemon OCs. You know, let's quickly take a look at these. This guy does not have a name on the paper, but I believe I called him Thomas for some reason. He was like a Ampharos kid. I'm definitely going to reuse him in my Pokemon Final Fantasy crossover, the Shinra Boys, because his crossed out eyes totally fit with that. And this girl, she's really cute. I don't remember her name, though. There's also a girl from Chromatic Sinners that does look like that, and she was based on this drawing. I'm trying to remember the name of this character I created. I want to... No. I was going to say, I want to say Libby, but that's a different character I created. Delaney. Delaney Delacroix. I don't know why that just hit me like the armored Shinra truck, but I think that was her name, Delaney Delacroix. So yeah, that's Proto Moreau right there, and some of her friends. All right, that was a long sidetracked, one-sided conversation. While apparently drawing her. So we got Moreau. I love all sorts of historical clothing, so that's why each of the Chromatic Sinners is in a different historical style. So Moreau is sort of, if you couldn't tell by the name, sort of based on Marilyn Monroe in her appearance and I keep stammering, her appearance and the way she dresses, her hair as well. Ooh, messed up the diamond. On the stream, you probably don't get the best view of the hair, but in the live action films that Moreau is in, she pretty much has like, you know, what everyone thinks of like is the typical Marilyn Monroe wig. So here's Moreau. She's chasing after that diamond. You know, nothing matters to her. Who next? I think the obvious answer, you know, especially if you're still here, Lightpaw, you know, it's we all know who it's gonna be. It's gotta be Stripe Radley. shade of irrationality, and the girlfriend of Reno from Final Fantasy VII. Um, Originally, Stripe Radley was not going to have a large role in Chromatic Sinners. She was meant to be more of a comic relief character, but ever since that video became popular, I decided, you know what, if people like this running gag, if people want more of it, then we will give Stripe a bigger role in the franchise. Um, so Stripe is a very lol cool. Yeah. Stripe is a very 1980s style character. Love the 80s, love 80s horror. Um, what was I gonna say? Something. Um, shade of shade of irrationality. I can speak, guys. I swear. Um, I was gonna say something about Stripe Radley. She always talks in 80s slang. That is so radical. Yeah, those Avalanche dudes can eat my short. Why can't I do the voice today? Uh, I I can usually do the voices of my own characters pretty well, but that's not what she sounds like. I promise. Um, Moreau has a really fun voice because she sounds like your average pretty lady. Um, but obviously, you know, she's got those cat instincts, so she'll sort of make random cat noises uh, while speaking. And you know, you can do some pretty good audible gags with that. Oh, hello there. My name is Moreau. Full name Moreau Fellini Shinra. Apologies about that. I'm kind of a wealthy, well-known well-known woman. I've done some fashion modeling. Oh God, here comes a hairball. Yes, sort of like that. Ooh, 2 people have joined the stream. Hello, second person. I love voicing, pretending to be my characters, dressing up as them. I love horror conventions, so I'm definitely going to some conventions as these characters. Because I think that is where they fit best. Like, yeah, I could totally go to an anime convention dressed as them or something, but I think they fit well in a horror environment. I did go to a convention, but I didn't take any photos or video because I was dressed as a character from this channel, and I was acting like her, but I don't feel ready to talk about her yet because she's going to spoil some major story stuff. So I didn't take any. Plenty of people want to take photos and videos with me, which was super cool. Even though like they didn't even know what I was from. They just really liked the costume that much. But yeah, I have no photos or videos from that because spoilers. You know, even though I'm constantly spoiling Final Fantasy stuff for myself, you know, when I react to stuff out of context, I don't want to spoil some Chromatic Sinners stuff because I actually think the plot's pretty awesome. in my humble opinion. And I think there's some really epic plot twists. Silence. I hate the awkward silence, especially in my Final Fantasy reactions when they're just talking and I'm just staring at them. I'm trying to figure out, like, come up with something funny to say. Because I mean, without the without my commentary, it's just my head in a square. Get it, square. Watching Final Fantasy dudes have a conversation, and that's no fun for anyone. I think it was the Dirge of Cerberus ones I watched where I had that problem where, like, I just didn't know what to say. But thankfully, some cutscenes gave me plenty to say, um, plenty to scream about, because of the whole thing with Vice actually being Hojo. Freaked me the frick out. Did not enjoy that. Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus, that was fun. I'll definitely do some more of those. I also plan to do some videos where I react to OG FF7, but I voice all of the characters. Wait. Something, I feel like I drew Stripe Radley wrong. Something feels off about her. I know, right? What a loser. I created a character and I draw them wrong. Imagine. Something. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the big, it's her white jacket, but that's okay. All the Chromatic Sinners have various alternate outfits, so we can just go ahead and say this is another one. You know, she just wears a, let's just say she just closed her jacket. She's cold today, guys. And then again, can't see it that well, but she's got like the David Bowie lightning bolt. Cause she's just a big homage to the 1980s. Which is weird for someone as, yeah, it was so whack that Hojo that took over, or that dude, I want him gone for good. Oh, same. I hate that stupid guy. Like, I love how the one thing the Final Fantasy fan base can unanimously agree on is that nobody likes Hojo. I do have an original character that actually killed Hojo off, and that's why that original character is one of my all-time favorites that I've created. Like, yes, I know you're just a pencil drawing, but you are my son. Like, I created you specifically to kill off that dude nobody liked. Like, I love you. Snuff Muzzle. Shout out to you, Werewolf Boy. Thank you for doing us all a favor. Even if you're only killing Hojo off in a fan fiction, like, still, like, shout out, bro. We love y'all. Snuff Muzzle is not officially a chromatic sinner, but is usually present around them. I'm trying to think which one should I draw next. You got Moreau, you got Stripe. Oh, each chromatic sinner is also got like an insignia, like a logo too. Those are fun to draw. Draw it above them. So Moreau's for greed is the cat diamond. But yeah, nobody likes Hojo, especially in remake. Even Sephiroth is creeped out. You, that means something. Well, yeah. And I mean, even the fact that I'm creeped out, because like I said, I love the horror genre. You know, that's totally my thing. And you know, when I'm creeped out by a character, that you know something's freaking wrong. And then when I create a character just to for the sole purpose of killing them off, then yeah, you know they must have royally screwed up. Yeah, love you, love you, Sephi. I'll be here to protect you. Um, I'll be here to protect you with my pencil drawings and drum solos. Cause you know, yeah, all those Final Fantasy VII creatures might be scary, but they ain't as strong as 200 BPM. Lol, I did a typo. I mean, you know, lol. Yeah, yeah. Um, I was gonna say Sephiroth is creeped out by me. I'm flattered actually. um, oh yeah. If Sephiroth was creeped out, I mean, I'd rather him have a slightly different reaction to me, but you know, I'd be happy if he was creeped out. I mean, I think if he watches certain videos, he would be. I've always wanted I've always wanted to, even though I know they're not real, so this can never happen, but I'd love to see like Final Fantasy characters react to my reaction videos, because I think that would be so funny. I would love to know their thoughts on certain videos. I think we need to get Reno and Arufus up in here, obviously. We need to know their official canon opinion on the mod videos. It's not as good as it usually is, but yeah, it's the greed insignia from Chromatic Sinners, the cat diamond. I mean, cats are usually portrayed as greedy in a lot of media. Um, so yeah, the cat diamond. And then Stripe Radley's sort of this weird lightning bolt. Hey, kind of looks like the Team Flare logo from Pokemon this time. And then it has the white stripe in the middle of it. When my channel gets popular, I want to make merchandise. And so obviously, like, obviously, like, one of my favorite things, like, one of the coolest things about my channel is Chromatic Sinner's insignia. So I'll definitely do merch with that, like little charms or pins or something. Each of those. It'll even come with like a little handwritten note from one of the characters, because I think that'd be cute. Obviously, like, there's at least 20 of just the Chromatic Sinners alone, so it can't fit them all in one picture. I'm trying to think which one to draw next. We got Moreau. I mean, there is, I guess, like, the original four. There is kind of an ode. I guess, sort of like a quote unquote OG squad. I guess the first four Sinners were kind of like prevalent for a while. Like they'll be prevalent for a while, but then like some of the newer created characters sort of take over for a bit. Now this one, you may have seen little bits and pieces of on this channel so far, and this is the shade of lust, and that is Smoky Plumage, also affectionately referred to as the Bride of Sephiroth. Once I sketch her out a little more, she may seem a little bit more familiar. Here's someone hammering. Oh, crap. Here's someone hammering in the back. the background of the video, so that's not good. Someone doing some crazy crap to their house. No, her eyes are not this big. These are not her eyes. This is the mask she wears. Because she does wear a mask. One that, like I said, may or may not be familiar. Some actors and voice actors actually react to fan things. Lil, I remember when Tom Hiddleston reacted to fan art, it was gold. I'm not a celebrity person, but that name seems slightly familiar. I know there's a band I really like called the Blue Devils, and their thing this year, it's sampling a poem read from someone called Tom Hiddleston. Wait, I don't know if that's same guy or not. But the Blue Devils thing is cool. God, I need to keep a counter of like how many times I reference Drum Corps International on my streams. Don't worry, guys. I will make a whole separate stream just for talking about this season. But yeah, I have seen like celebrities and voice actors react to fan things. If you've seen my Anime Expo video, the voice actor of Vice actually gave me a shout out. I have his autograph, which was super awesome. At Anime Expo, also bought myself a Moogle plushie, and I bought he's the guy that played Loki, the god of mischief. Oh, okay. I'm not a Marvel fan. Like I know people like it a lot. And I respect the people that like Marvel as long as they're not the toxic fans. Like I've had a lot of people call me disgusting before because I don't like Marvel. Like not in a joking way. Like people like, "Oh, you're disgusting. You haven't seen the latest Marvel movie." And it's just like some people have different tastes in movies than you. You know, I'm personally not a superhero person. You know, I like horror, but I don't call people disgusting just because they don't like horror. You know, I respect that not every genre is for everybody. So yeah, I'm not too big on Marvel, but I respect it as long as you're not toxic about it. And to be honest, I'm kind of tired of like there being a new Marvel thing like every 3 months, and it's ruining every other movie's chances at the box office, which is sad because there's other franchises that I have such a deep love for. Ooh, that was not the right color. Oh God. There's other franchises that I have such a deep love for, and it's sad to see them like get absolutely crushed at the box office every month by the same franchise. So yeah, mini rant there. Ghostbusters Afterlife deserved better. To even get nominated for like a special effects Oscar or anything. I've actually got right now, the camera around. I've actually got my Ghostbusters Afterlife T-shirt on because I loved that movie. To be honest, Marvel's going bad. Loki, Moon Knight, Spider-Man. Yeah. Oh my God. Although the one thing I do appreciate is that whenever a new Spider-Man movie comes out, everyone's focused on spoiling that they don't spoil like any of the other cool movies that's coming out. So I can, the 2000 version, I think I've seen bits and pieces of that. I don't remember much of it. It's the only one I like. The only thing, I think I've seen little bits and pieces of that on TV. What I remember is like the iconic scene where he gets like bit by the radioactive spider and he's like walking in an alleyway or something. But I'll tell you what I do like superhero wise is the stuff that is making fun of superheroes. So like your Lego Batman movie, The Incredibles, My Hero Academia. I think all that stuff's really cool and funny because it's kind of mocking the genre, which I love parody. Parody's really fun in any genre. Fourth wall breaking, taking stuff apart. That's what I plan to do with some horror stuff. Even some of these girls are gonna, kind of break the horror movie formula quite a bit. Especially this one. Keep an eye on this one because she is going to reference so many 80s movies. I mean, it's like, come on, you live in Midgar, you shouldn't know. You live in Midgar, you shouldn't know what Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street are, but you still reference them anyways because you're freaking awesome. Yeah, my characters reference stuff too. All right. Ooh, another lead snap. All right, The Shade of Lust. I was drawn too big. The Shade of Lust. I forgot her name for a second. Smoky Plumage. Their plumage. It's Smoky Plumage. It was originally pronounced plumage, but then I thought, like, it sounds better, but it's spelled like plumage, so that's kind of silly. So it is Smoky Plumage. I'm gonna make that point here. Can my lead just please stop snapping? 4 or 5 minutes. There we go. The symbol for the Shade of Lust symbol in Chromatic Sinners is basically a heart with her mask over it. And you know what? Actually, this character is based on Loki's kind of like a mature version of Genesis. That's why that character, lol. I feel like this is a very subtle Genesis roast, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. I mean, Lightpaw, you were here for what I refer to as the Genesis saga. He's still a screw up. Oh my god, was that an... Dude, you just roasted 2 fictional characters at the same time. That was... Gotta hand it to you. Hold on, let me flip camera around. Gotta hand it to you. This is, the real Smoky Plumage mask. It's only plastic, but I do hope to one day get a real, Venetian mask of it. XD, yeah. That was good. I have to hand it to you. Like, you had me confused. You had me thinking for a sec, like, oh my god, was that a subtle Genesis roast? And then you came in with they're both screw ups. Damn. Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah, Lightpaw, you were here for what I call the Genesis saga. You know, I started out hating Genesis because the first clip I saw of him was of him telling Sephiroth his origin. But then the more I watched Crisis Core, I was like, dang, Genesis kind of hot though. But like I had to keep that a secret until I made a video. I think I can't remember. I think it was called like the biggest plot twist on this channel, or something like that. And I was like, hey guys, I actually kind of have a thing for Genesis now. And so with that new information in mind, I did a couple reactions to cutscenes with Genesis, and then obviously, you know, they're hot screw ups. Lol. Oh my god, this keeps getting better. I'm like, oh no, you didn't say that about Genesis, but no, you keep coming back with it. Oh my god, my poor screw up baby. Yeah, Lightpaw, I know you were here for this because I remember you commented on it, but not my Genesis was that was really funny. And I think you know, people love fan fictions with an enemies to lovers plotline, but I think Orwellian Virus has the single greatest enemies to lovers plotline. Just keep this in mind. Keep this in the back of your head. First video of Genesis I watched was, you know, the one where he tells Sephiroth his origin. So I'm screaming at this freaking dude because he's making Sephiroth sad. And then fast forward a year to the Final Fantasy 25th anniversary, Crisis Core remake, I see Genesis in HD, and I'm freaking crying. not sad tears. No, happy tears because he's back and he's in HD. Best enemies to the lover story. You heard it here first, guys. And yes, there is a chromatic sinner who is dating Genesis, and yes, she does also have a real life mask. I'll go grab it for you. Oh, said something. I cried too, lol. Oh yeah. Crisis Core crying gang. Okay. So what do you think? Obviously, this is not her full outfit. She's kind of like a ballerina girl, so she has a broken doll mask. Kind of because she's kind of partners in crime with Smoky Plumage, and this chick, I'm forgetting her name. Odile Cygnus is the shade of Vanity. So, you know, Vanity and Lust kind of go hand in hand. They're sort of partners in crime. I like this mask. It freaks people out. You know, obviously that's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. So yeah, let me flip that camera around. But yeah, crying at the Crisis Core reveal. Me too. That was such an emotional roller coaster. Oh my god. Because at the start I was like, ooh, cool, you know, we got new Shinra merge, you know, what's gonna happen next, and you know, everyone, we're all just vibing until it just turned into straight tears because of the announcements. And the thing is, like, I've never even played, and like, I'm not really interested in playing like the full mainline Final Fantasies because, like, I don't know, it's it's just not really my thing. You know, I don't really care about the main characters and their story. You know, I like to, you know, go and react to you know, the side characters that I am interested in, and you know, just come and leave, you know, as I please, you know, just get those little bits. Like I've never even actually played, and I'm crying at, you know, at these announcements. It's strange feeling, um, but a welcome one. Got our big full skirt here. Yeah, the 25th anniversary. Whew. Yeah. And then after that we kind of had that like short little phase where I was obsessed with Nero for some reason. I seriously don't know why, but like he was just on my mind for a couple of weeks. So I just started making rapid fire videos about him. Um Sometimes I get that where like a Final Fantasy character is just on my mind, and so I just decide to do like exclusively them for a few videos. Um, yeah, if there's any more if there's any specific cutscenes you want me to react to, you know, let me know. I'm always I'm always here for that. I love doing fan requests, even when it's stuff that like I never thought I would like react to of my own accord. You know, sometimes it's a really fun time. Uh, I did what what did I oh, I did a Kingdom Hearts one fan request for the Yozora battle from Kingdom Hearts 3, and it was a fun watch. Um like I didn't expect it to be as cool as it was. Just outline the eyes of the mask. It's that stupid hammering again. The cracked face. Isn't it ironic that the character who represents Vanity is wearing a mask with a cracked face? And then, funnily enough, like Stripe Radley, her costume is also mainly black and white. Um, there's just certain color schemes that I love, and black and white together is one of them. Purple, black, and red is my favorite color scheme, though, and so that's why I always like sign stuff in my descriptions or YouTube comments with a purple, black, and red heart. And it's just kind of like the colors of main colors of the channel as a whole, um, too. So it's just like obviously I don't own the color scheme, but it's just something you can identify me by, you know. Um, it's something like you could point out and be like, oh, that's an Orwellian virus thing. Yeah, these drawings of these characters don't look too good, but I promise the live action versions of them are so much cooler. Um, because it's a real costume. Just gonna finish up her, and then I'll do the insignia, and then we'll sign off for today. This was a rather lonely rather lonely drawing stream until Lightpaw came in. Thank you, Lightpaw. As always, you're such an amazing friend of the channel. Um, you know, her insignia, the vanity insignia. Oh god, I'm not gonna have enough space to draw a second swan. Oh well. I think I'm gonna go now, so bye my little hackmons. Have a great rest